toward Canaan. Through the wilderness they came to a point, and they were all confused. Before them and behind them, the Red Sea and Pharaoh's chariots, they started to lament. But Moses came to them thus: the Egyptians you see, you won't see again. Therefore,
my people and God's people, do not be afraid at all. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you. You will only be still. The Egyptians you see, you won't see again. My people and God's people, do not be afraid at all. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you. You will only be still. The Egyptians you see, you won't see again.
when Pharaoh and his chariots drew nearer and nearer, the Red Sea divided. The Israelites passed through it. When the Egyptians wanted to pass, they were all drowned in the sea. The Egyptians you see, you won't see again. Therefore,
My people and God's people, do not be afraid at all. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you. You will only be still. The Egyptians you see, you won't see again. My people and God's people, do not be afraid at all. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you. You will only be still. The Egyptians you see,
Blame your face and you won't see it again.
was that your problem? You think he cannot do? I'm just here to tell you, our God is almighty. Soon and very soon, you sing a song of victory. You look for that problem, you won't see it again. People,
my people and God's people, do not be afraid at all. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you. You will only be still. The Egyptians you see, you won't see again. My people and God's people, do not be afraid at all. Stand firm and you will see the deliverance of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you. You will only be still. The Egyptians you see, you won't see again. The Egyptians you see,
your joblessness, all your marriedness,
Egyptians you see,
all your problems, you won't see them again. Your mind,
you see, you won't see
that's your sickness, that's your joblessness, that's your barrenness. You fight for you, you fight for me, you won't see them again.
I am Cussons' Cussons, a native of Akokwa in Idato, North Algier. My academics was really, I started a little late in my academics, over 3 years. I had poliomyelitis when I was a year, and it really affected when I started school about 3 years or so. And but through His grace, I had to complete my primary school, secondary school, and I went to the university 2-3 years before my mates joined me, and it really made me recover all those years. Also, my childhood was really checkered in the sense that the challenges of living with the physical challenges was also there. But thank God, I've gone through primary school, secondary school, had first degree, second, third, and all those. I'm still reading more. At present, I'm a lecturer at Imo State University, where I teach philosophy, which I studied in the university. I'm the chairman of Cussons Limited. I'm also the chairman of Solid Technologies. My wife, that and lovely Desire Calicosis, is the MD and the CEO. I'm an ICT specialist, and I'm a motivational speaker. What else? I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I think that's the launch. Yeah. Well, my foray into music was more of an escape route from suicide, escape route from depression, escape route from, social excommunication, because living with physical challenges in a third world country like Nigeria, a developing country like Nigeria, is not really an easy one. So most often you don't climb the stairs how others do, so everybody's looking after you. Everything around you tells you you are not it, you are not like others. So now I start looking back. Some of the songs I wrote were songs I wrote just a minute when I was about committing a suicide, and it was like a ministration, like there could be hope. Why kill yourself? And because I'm an avid reader, by His grace, I was able to read about Helen Keller, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, those who made it, being physically challenged. So I started looking, what I could occupy my time with. So sometimes you want to commit suicide, you are like, something like, you are my stronghold, my fortress and pillar, my rampart and tower. So that takes you away from that moment, and that was how I went into music. And I've written more than 350 songs. It started with, you go to the toilet, or you go to the bathroom, you're there, you're thinking, and something comes up there. But now I can do it more consciously. I want to write a song about my wife, about my baby, about God, and all that. I can pick my pen and write. But my go-to music was more of, it's spontaneity, an escape from depression and suicide. Well, I think that the main thing with physical challenge is that you have a war you are fighting. It's not a physical war, it's a psychological war, a mental war. Something telling you you can't make it, something telling you you have a limitation and all those. So fighting that war was what occupied most of my time. But I think for my mother specifically, my mother especially, she really made me understand that I can make it. She really made me understand who I am. So I encourage mothers who have children that are physically challenged. You can talk to them, talk straight into them, make them understand that they can make it in spite of their challenges. Well, I think physical challenges predisposes you to doing some things better. For instance, it disposes you to stay indoor more, so you can write better, you can write novels. You may not think of becoming an Olympic gold medalist. That may be stupid, maybe in long jump or in high jump, but you can become a Nobel laureate, you can become a scientist, you can become the best of singers, you can train yourself to become. So I think I see from the positive side, I see more from the positive side than from the negative side. I wouldn't want to talk about the negative side because I don't see any negative side to it. Why? Because I refuse to. One of the things it did to me also, I had to look inside and discover who I am. Now, discovering myself, I understood that you don't need legs to become rich. You don't need eyes to become rich. You don't need. I'm not saying that these things are not important, but that is not the only thing you need to. When you go out, you see beggars who are full, who are hell and hearty. Why are they begging? You see some of the persons who are pushing trucks, who are doing this, and they can't really feed themselves. Why? Is it because they don't have eyes? Is it because, but I think that, you know, becoming successful in life has a lot to do with discovering yourself. And I want to tell you that nature respects determination. Nature respects resilience. Nature respects when you are at the door knocking and knocking, the door must open. So I looked inward and discovered myself. But another thing about it is that I found out that I had lesser chances of survival and opportunities than others. So I work harder than the normal person. I work harder because I know that if the opportunities I have slipped by, it may be difficult to come by again. I think these are the positive, and I wouldn't know much about the negative because I refuse to see them. Things are as real as you make them appear. Well, I find out that the first major principle that you will live with if you want to really be successful is time management, because nature, God, they do not respect stupidity, frivolities of your time. So one of the first major principles about my life is that I have some principles regarding time management. I personalize time. I don't see time as something there, you know, there's time. No, I don't see. I personalize it. It's my time. Now, also, I monetize time and monetize time. What that means is that whatever time I'm spending, I'm talking with you now, I'm thinking, what I'm doing, does it add anything, one, to my physical life, to my moral life, to my financial life, to my spiritual life, and to social other aspects of me, to my family life? If it is not adding anything to that, I'm not in, I'm out. Am I using it for humanitarian services? If I'm not using it for something reasonable, I'm out of it. Now, so time is something that when you look, you are 30 years, you are 10, you are 15. When you look at all these years, you can break them down into minutes, into seconds, and all those. So each one you waste your life. Now, if you've not read my book, Discover Yourself, I will advise you to go through that, because you see my principles about time management. Now, in that, I have to say that your time equals your life. So when you are whiling away your time, you're whiling away your life. So that has really made me make good use of my time. Also, I've also discovered that the Bible says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Now, most often we fear, we want to give ourselves leisure and all this, but if you understand the principle that you can do all things and you try doing them, of course, the first thing is that Jesus lives in me. When you travel abroad and as you travel around the world, you see that there are skyscrapers all over the world. There are beautiful houses and all those royal houses, but Jesus didn't choose all those places. He chose to live inside of me. So that's one of the reasons I can't disappoint him. So I manage my time according to these principles, because I can't disappoint him by failing, because he lives in me. So that is why I manage my time well. In my ICT job, I give it time. My web designing and audio visuals and all that, I give it its time. My motivational speaking, I give it its own time. My counseling, I give it its own time. My academics, which is the principal thing I do for a living, I give it its own time. My businesses, I give it their own time. And all those, my work and all those. So I manage my time based on this principle, and I know everybody can if we want to. The musical video, I Am the Head, is one that in love with. Why? I'm in love with it because it is a video that, will I say, the devil or circumstances didn't want to see the light of the day. I first went in to do the audio in 1st May 1996. It didn't see the light of day until 9 years after, sometime in 2005. And from there on, trying to do the video and all those. But I also wanted to do something good. I don't want to do something that will be just, what is it doing? So I wanted to shoot some part in Europe, some part in Nigeria and all those. And we tried accomplishing that. I thank God for my cast and crew. They are so wonderful. Pastor B, Rushworth, Bruno, Ugo, Chuma, Captain, Victor and all of them. They were so wonderful. So we had to do some part in Nigeria, do some part in Europe, and I believe God that it was a good work. It could not be it may not be the best, but I think it is a standard work. Like one of the songs, I am the head, not the tail. I am the winner, not the loser. I'm celebrated, not relegated. Why? Because the word of the Lord has said it. I think whatever I do in life, I want to look at myself from the perspective of everything I am, what I can do, what I cannot do, is because Jesus lives in me. And I've not for one day thought I could do anything, but I know I can do all things through Christ who lives in me. And the song, I know, has received massive acceptance, and I can say that I'm very, very proud of it. I think that without the appreciation, I wouldn't come to where I am today, and without the encouragement, because in the first place, people have to tell me your voice is good. People have to tell me, do you mean this is yours? So why not start writing them down? People have to tell me, why not go to the studio? Don't you think people are looking forward to hearing this kind of song and all those? So I think without them, I wouldn't have, been who I am today. And I also think that I want to encourage them, because if really I don't motivate you, my fan, I think you are a lover of food. Why? Because if I can come to where God has brought me to today and still leading me ahead, I think you can make it. Look at it this way. The greatest genius, according to Professor William James of Harvard, has not used up to 10% of his creative ingenuity. Now, you become what you think too. It's also very important that when you have a machinery or when you have electronic appliance, you cannot operate it very well until you look at the manual. Now, you have to look at your manual before you can discover who you are. And when you discover who you are, you can do exploits. Your manual is the Bible. What did God say about you? Before I formed you, I know you are made a prophet to all nations and all those. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. This one, that one. I know my thought for you, thought of good and not of bad, to make you prosper, give you unexpected end, and all those. I also think that it is very, very important that you understand that however you are looking at yourself, in whatever way you look down on yourself, you think you are inferior or what, remember that it took God 9 solid months, in spite of his creative ingenuity, in spite of his artistry, in spite of his all-knowing omniscience, omnipotent, it took him 9 solid months to make you. You task God 9 solid months, working continuously to make you. Nobody, about 6 billion persons on the earthly plane, no one has the same voice code like you. No one has the same fingerprint like you. That goes a long way to showing that you are special. What makes something unique? That is, what makes something unique is scarcity. When something is scarce, that thing is unique. And because no one else is like you, that means you are unique. There could be similitude, but similitude is not exactitude. And I want to tell my friends, keep watching out for my other albums. By His grace, you're going to get better things. Good things are ahead. I love you all.
So good, oh, so well, oh.